change isn't easy.
Right.
The reality is that a lot of people say they want to change, and yet they never really get down the path to the change they want to make.
Right.
Why is that?
Well, there's this whole notion of living inside of our comfort zone. Most of us have heard that notion before, and we've read the memes on Instagram and Facebook about the need to get out of your comfort zone. It's absolutely true, and there's greatness never happens where we're comfortable. The comfort zone represents that safe place that we're used to, that safe those safe confines of what I know, what I understand, what I do on a day-to-day basis. And if we're going to change, if we're going to move towards something greater, we need to push ourselves outside of that. And we've found that in working with our clients that the best way to begin that process is to teach them, to bring new concepts to bear. We call it moving from the comfort zone to the learning zone, where all of a sudden now they're looking at themselves, they're looking at their business, they're looking at life slightly differently because new concepts that they weren't aware of have been introduced. It gives them a new lens, so to speak, through which to look at the world.
It's a very exciting phase to be in a learning phase.
Absolutely. I mean, we're familiar with the concept of knowledge is power, right? And the more we know, the more powerful we can become if we move to that third area of what we call the application zone.
Right.
Because here's the deal. In the age of the internet, as a business leader, you've got a problem, you can Google it, and you get pages and pages and pages of results. There's no shortage of knowledge. The problem is, where do you start? And it's not in knowing that the magic lies. It's in the doing. And so when we're working with our clients, helping them move out of comfort, moving into learning new concepts, the real magic comes when they start applying it in their leadership, applying it in their business, and that's where now new habits start to get formed and change really begins to get traction. But here's the key. Just like a coach who's working with an athlete understands, if you push an athlete too hard, too fast, they can injure themselves. And that's actually counterproductive to the goals. In that process of learning and applying, if a leader is pushing themselves too fast, or their coach even is perhaps pushing them too fast, they will hit a point where they feel so uncomfortable and so out of their depth that they may hit what we call the panic zone, all right, where now they just start to feel overwhelmed with it all, and it's just too much to learn, too much to apply all at once, right? And it's interesting that if you hit the panic zone, most people don't go back one level, they actually just go right back to comfort zone, because that's the place of comfort and the place where they feel secure. Yeah. So the goal to establishing a powerful process of transformation is learning your rhythm, sticking to it, and having some support to keep you applying the new things that you're learning without pushing yourself too hard.
Yeah, one of the things I love about the training that we do for all of our coaches is we train our coaches on how to understand people so that with every person it's different, and they learn that rhythm with the clients so that they make sure that as they're coaching the client, they're keeping them in that learning and applying zone and not taking them to the panic zone.
Exactly.